plants a lot of seeds in case one doesn't grow.
Until showtime. What are your thoughts?
I have no thoughts. It's called compartmentalizing. My only thought right now, cleaning your room and doing my laundry, which ironically enough has a lot to do with sluggish.
It's 2:41, less than 5 hours before doors open. We're gonna go check on Jason, see how he's doing. He's working on his set. It's a big set for him today. It's going 30 minutes. It's gonna be awesome. Very excited. His greatest hits. The greatest hits of Jason Castle.
I've gotten a couple done so far. I just finished their intro that they're gonna do. And then after that I gotta finalize my own set. But once I do that, everything should be good.
Sounds pretty good to me. Hey, we're less than 5 hours till doors open. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Will do. Appreciate it.
We're worrying about the live stream, making sure that's being recorded, making sure that the other cameras are being recorded. Welcome to SLUGGISH! Oh, let's go! Clap it up if you're ready!
This is gonna be so funny.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Colby?
This shit doesn't.
Which white claws do you want?
If they have the first one.
Like black cherry, lime?
Yeah.
Grapefruit? Okay.
Bet.
Alright, I'll see you in a minute.
Alright, sounds great.
Alright, bye.
3:51. We're about 3.5. Wait, sorry. Yeah, we're about 3.5 hours until doors open. We're looking really good. Room is almost in tip-top shape. Just came out here for some fresh air. Just take a breather. Really just kind of taking that in less than 4 hours. We're gonna be hosting a crazy comedy show with like 30 people. So we're gonna do a little surprise. We're gonna tape a singular playing card underneath one of the chairs. Whoever sits in it will be winning this amazing chance to hold a PS5 box. It's very rare to even see one of these in person, to be honest. And then they're gonna open it up and they're not gonna be very pleased because unfortunately the PS5 will not be in here. But if you want to take a look real quick at the bottom, there is actually a $40 Amazon gift card. That's good. So if someone wants to go to the bathroom and they come in, you obviously close the door when you go to the bathroom, and then you just that should work. You walk into the bathroom, and then oh no, someone can walk in because this looks open and it does not close, right? Yo.
Do a plank interview.
Over under, how many awards will Slugfest win?
I would say maybe 2.
At least over under 1.5 over.
No, I'm trying
Hammer
to
it, lock it in.
Earlier this week, we only had sold 3 tickets up until that point, until around Tuesday. Then Wednesday came around, and we got like 20 tickets ordered, and so now we're about, I think, 25 to 30 people, and I think a lot of people are actually bringing their friends, which is fantastic. It's just gonna be pretty packed.
So casual, dude. He's so casual.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Patrick. What's up? Comedian extraordinary. Scotty, Slogan, Dunk, Black Jeff, Porno, GT Voices, Pizza. Jokes about pizza and porn? You've never seen anything like this.
Setting? It's gonna be fun as fuck.
Yeah. Donald's gonna come out through the inaugural pitch. You're gonna get an inning or 2 in. I'm gonna relieve about 4. Jason's gonna close us out.
Jason's gonna fucking kill. Jason's got 40 minutes.
Get to see.
Very excited for Jason's set.
I'm a slug, dude. I be slugging, I be slugging. Oh yeah, it's big slug hours.
I'm a slug.
12 minutes away.
I need a fucking AA battery.
AA battery?
I do.
Like, that fervor gobs. I want to be a film director when I grow up. Emphasis on when, since obvious.
Alright, so it's 8:23. We're live on the live stream right now, and we're ready to go. I will say people aren't taking their seats yet, but it's okay. We're going to start at 8:30, so 30 minutes late, kind of what we predicted, but hey, I'm ready to go. I think we're all ready to go. Now just a matter of people sitting down, but we're so close to the budget. We're this close. We're super close. So
Do you know how much is left or how much we've raised?
yeah, we've raised, I can tell you right now, we have raised $249 for ticket sales.
And you needed to get how many?
We need to get around 500. So we're looking pretty good. Hopefully we'll get some donations on the live stream, but yeah.
Even as a kid, I thought the band names just blindly ignored what they're referencing. God dang!
I need to take words out of it. But
I'll admit there's some good ones like Sugarland, Everybody Loves Cocaine, right, Patrick? But tonight, everyone.
Colby. I've met none of you in here, but I'm helping on Sluggish with Brady and Matt, and one of the things we're doing tonight is we're raffling away 11 of the SNL cards from last week's show, courtesy of Matt, and so all you have to do to enter, you can Venmo Matt. Thank you. Welcome to Sluggish.
You got the script?
Yeah, I do.
Alright.
You guys about to go out?
Yeah, hell yeah. Less than 20 seconds.
Hey everyone! Welcome to Slugfest! Thank you all for coming out. This is sick. This is so sick. We really appreciate your guys' support, and hope we can make you laugh tonight.
Yeah. So we really needed you guys to come because I actually bet the entire film's budget on the Celtics to win last night. They were playing the Knicks. Of course, they lost in OT by 3. So thanks for all coming and all the support.
Well put, well put. Sorry, I'm letting someone in right now. Lost my spot.
All right, we got a great show for you guys tonight. We've been working really hard on it. Just the two of us and the help of four somewhat passable comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can get you guys fully funded by the end of the night.
Cha-ching!
Yes, sir. But first, a little word about Sluggish and kind of what it's about. Sluggish, at its core, is a movie about a man who's struggling to ask for help. And he deals with this kind of problem by indulging in sleep in the same way I indulge in methamphetamine. Eventually, his dreams go on strike, and thus, that is the log line for Sluggish.
Are you guys ready for some slugs? Woo!
Let's go. All right. First up, our first comedian, our musical guest, Donald G. I hope I said your name right. I know you did.
All right, give it up for Matt and Brady one more time, everybody.
If you think Matt and Brady are one sexy couple, let me hear you say hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you're excited for Sluggish, let me hear you say hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Matt and Brady look like the white guy version of Cheech and Chong.
Matt literally has like a weed tattoo, and Brady, you constantly look like you're evaluating whether or not you're in a dream or reality.
Yeah. 100%.
Honestly, I feel like you kind of look like, wait, take off your hat real quick. You kind of look like the Home Alone kid if he grew up to be a stoner. And Matt, where are you at?
Yeah.
You look like Jack Harlow if he just worked at Chick-fil-A. It's still hot though, still very hot. I don't have much room to talk though, because someone told me the other day that I have hardcore frat face. Yeah. Says the girl wearing thigh highs. Nice.
I'm going to bars later.
What?
Bars.
Okay, sorry. I think you said I'm giving out bars later, and I was like, start right now, please. It's gonna be better than this, I can tell you that. No, but yeah, someone told me that I have hardcore frat face, which is weird for me because I don't feel that way. Like, I used to have shoulder-length hair. I had braces on top and bottom like a year ago, and an extra 30 pounds. And now I just look like Chandler Bing from Friends, Fraternity Edition. I look so fraternity that me walking into a room is a microaggression in and of itself. I look so fraternity, people I don't even know come up to me and ask if my dad owns a company. On first dates, girls automatically feel the need to be like, I would never be a stay-at-home mom. Just saying. She would not be a stay-at-home mom. So the one girl in the back left that. So I'm originally from Iowa. Anybody here from Iowa? Yep, I know. Honestly, this room, I think, has more diversity and mental health issues than Iowa does combined. Iowa is a very, very white place. But I grew up in the same town my mom grew up in, which was this tiny, tiny town. And I grew up without the internet or TV until I was 16 years old. And so when I came to college, I was just absolutely clueless. Like, I came to college and I thought that a dominatrix was a type of Pokemon. Which it's not, if any of you are wondering. This dude's looking at me like, this is mildly engaging. He's looking at me the same way he would be like, this lecture kind of sucks. What do you study, dude?
Well, I studied film. I graduated.
Ah, Pixar? Is that where you're working?
That's where my dad works, actually.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, so that's why people go to this school. That's cool. Good to know. How many people's dads work at some fancy place in this room right now? Pixar. What do you raise your hand, bro? Alright, so just checking. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm originally from Iowa, and sometimes I just feel kind of like an Iowa boy that the world just happens to. For example, this summer, the second time I was robbed in Chicago, I didn't even know that it was happening. I was doing my post-show ritual, which is to go to the grocery store, get a pint of Ben & Jerry's, tell myself forget about what just happened. And so I'd forgotten to buy a spoon. So when this happens, you just kind of squeeze the bottom of the container like a push pop, and you just like slurp it off the top. So there I was, 11:30 p.m. at a bus station in Chicago, nose deep in a pint of Ben & Jerry's, when all of a sudden I heard this voice go like, "Hey, boy!" And I just like lift up my face, just nose dripping chocolate sauce, and I look out and these two very threatening white dudes just staring right at me. And the people around me are very worried. Like, one of the people's crying. I'm like, we're getting robbed. Again. And they're like, "Boy, give us your money." And knowing that I had $50 in my pocket, but it was in my pocket, not my wallet, because this was my second time, I looked at them and I was like, nope, I got nothing for you. And just kind of ducked my face back into the carton, hoping they would go away. Which they did not. So things got a little heated, as they do, and they're like, "Give us your money. You look like you have money." Frat face, back at it again. And like they just wouldn't go away. I had to give them something, so I just kind of looked at my carton of Ben & Jerry's, kind of motioned it towards them, and they were like, that's fine. Just took it and left. But, so I take Uber now. And the thing with Uber is, it's kind of like playing Russian roulette. Sometimes you just pull that trigger and it's just nothing. And other times you get someone who says something like, the Nazis really gave anti-Semitism a bad rap. So this first song is called The Things My Uber Drivers Say. Yeah. That's for you. Apparently they don't have a mic stand, so this is going to be a little without amplification. You want to be on mic stand? Yeah? You're short enough. The things my Uber drivers say, sometimes they stick with me to this day. They can be quite wise as we drive around different places, but half of the time they're just blatantly racist. I got into the car and the man said, I hate Jews. So I gave the guy a 2-star review. One to pick me up and one to drop me off, but -3 for reading Mein Kampf. I got into the car and the driver tried to convert me to Islam. He gave me a copy of the Quran and I was like, thanks dude, you're the bomb. I got into the car and the man was drunk but ready to drive. He turned around and said, hey, do you want a beer? And I was like, dude, for you, stars 5. The things my Uber drivers say, sometimes they stick with me to this day. They can be quite wise as we drive around different places, but half of the time they're just blatantly racist. I got into the car and the woman was like, what's your astrology sign? And I was like, I don't have one, cause I'm not stupid. A driver diagnosed me as a paranoid schizophrenic, then tried to sell me drugs. He said, came straight from a clinic. One woman said, you have weird shaped eyes. And as I got out of the car, she screamed out, give me 5 stars, thunder thighs. Every time I take an Uber ride, I'm amazed that I survived. I took a trip, but not just to my destination. So thank you, Uber, for this inspiration. Thanks so much, guys. Matt, Brady, you're the best. Some people really hot.
All right.
We hope you guys enjoyed Donald. Give a hand for Donald. Come on, let's go.
Let's get it. All right. Next up to the stage is our very own ARITRO. Woo!
What's up, Slugfest? How y'all doing? Let's give it up for Matt and Brady for setting up this whole thing. This is sick. Yeah. This is a nice change of pace for me because I usually do shows at frats, so this is very, very different. Yeah. I mean, speaking of frats, my friends frat up north, got into a lot of trouble because they're forcing their pledges to curb stomp kittens. I know what you're thinking. That's taking murder that pussy to a whole new level. How was y'all's Christmas break? Good? Winter? Good? Had fun? Yeah, I spent a week of my winter break in Jamaica. It was really nice. Too much weed and rum, but everything else was very nice. I remember on the last day I was there, I went to a cafe just to get some coffee before heading off. And this British dude walked into the cafe, and I could tell this dude was not like your Harry Potter British dude. He was from up north. I could barely understand what he was saying. Walks up and he's like, "You alright, lad?" And I'm like, "Okay, how good, how are you?" So, "I'm great. I'm from England. Where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh, England. I never would have guessed." "Yeah, I'm American." He's like, "Oh, American. You see that geezer over there?" And I look over, and it's just like the resort manager. And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, that lad is Spanish." I was like, "Cool, maybe he's about to say a fun fact about Spanish people." He was not. Spanish lad runs this place like a fucking Nazi. I went, oh, that's not. He was like, yeah, back in England, they run everything like Nazis. I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. Spanish are the Nazis of Europe. The Spanish are the Nazis of Europe? Like, I feel like we gotta give that one to the Germans. They had an incredible run in the 30s. Like, Nazis of Europe goes to Germany. Nazis of the world, I think USA #1 right now. Alright, I'll give it to that one. Yeah, so anyway, after that enlightening conversation, I went on a plane to back here. And on the plane, I watched Footloose. Are y'all a fan of the movie Footloose? Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a cool movie. It was fun, but I feel like it was made to prove that white people can dance. And I'll be honest with y'all, results are inconclusive. Yeah, but now we're back in Atlanta. I've been here for like the last 2 years. It's been pretty nice on the 3rd year. So, yeah, it's just weird going from living with your parents who care about your safety and care for you if they're good ones, to like living with roommates who are dumb and can kill you any day of the week. Yeah, like in the first week of school, I was just chilling in my room. My roommate puts something in the microwave and walks away. I go into the kitchen, I see sparks and popping noises. Immediately I go Mission Impossible style, open that shit as fast as I can, and inside is a Chipotle bowl with an aluminum foil over it and a metal fork. So I went from the warm embrace of my parents to almost getting killed by a Chipotle bomb in a week. It was really rough. No, my roommates are like, they're right here, honestly. Like, no, I mean, some of my roommates are really dumb. You know, one of them hooked up with a girl for the first time. The next day, he told me he got cooties. It turned out to be gonorrhea. Yeah, something new I started doing with my roommates, because people in college said it's fun, is going out to like clubs and bars and trying to like meet women and bring them back and stuff. I just realized that my own trend, I kind of turned into an HGTV realtor when I wanted to bring a girl back to my place. I'm like, hey, things are going pretty well, you want to head back to my apartment? And she's like, why? I was like, well, actually I live in a high-rise called Inspire Atlanta. And then all of a sudden my friend joins in, we got counted like with a property buzz, like with a rooftop pool with a sky view, and everything you ever wanted to see. And say, we'll take it on the inside, where the living room has an open concept, floor plans, so no matter where you're staying, you can get into the bedroom and see a beautiful view of a fountain in the courtyard, and if you're even lucky tonight, you might even see the Eiffel Tower. It hasn't really worked with bringing back women, but I did sell 7 units last month, so that's going pretty fun. Yeah, but other than that, I grew up in a very white suburb of Philadelphia. To give you guys a good idea of that, there's like 3 people of color in my school, and I was 2 of them. Right? The other one was a white teacher named Mr. Black. So, very, very white. And like, I knew, you could tell the neighborhood was white because like all of the main events and everything were happening in churches. Like ceremonies, graduation, parties, they're all just held in church. So I saw a lot of biblical paintings growing up. And there was this one painting that really stuck in my mind. And it was a painting of Jesus Christ after he got resurrected, walking down and blessing his disciples, and he was wearing a cross around his neck. And for me, it was kind of weird seeing that, because in my mind, as not a Christian or anything, Jesus Christ wearing a cross around his neck would be kind of like if George Floyd came back to life and wore a Minneapolis PD t-shirt. I love that joke because it always divides the room. It's so fun. I love seeing all of your faces. It's the best. Okay. Anyway, going back to some sweeter time. Elementary school. It was 2012. Obama versus Romney was happening, and our elementary school was like, let's take 4 people from the school and kind of reenact the debate from the last weekend so that kids learn about debates and politics very basically. And a teacher walked up to me and said, hey, ARITRO, you were chosen to be one of the 4. And I personally was like, let's go, Obama secured. Right? Like, that's a dub for me. It's the first time I can ever act like a president. So I go home, my mom says, how was school? And I'm like, school's very good. If you and I work together for the rest of this year, we're gonna win it. Yes, we can. And my mom said, are you all right, honey? You got a frog in your throat? No, I'm Barack Obama. And then my mom realized her only son and child was very weird, so she went back into her room. But I'm thinking about that, Obama does honestly kind of sound like he might have a frog in his throat. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if like next month during his speech is like, America, ribbit, and then a frog just jumps out. I don't know, that makes sense. That's why he talks like that. Anyway, next day of school, I'm very confident. I'm doing the Obama swagger. I'm winking at people. I'm kissing babies. I'm strutting past the teacher's lounge. You know, I'm feeling like myself. I'm feeling like the president. And then the teacher pulls me over and she's like, "Hey, Rachel, we figured out your role." I'll give it to me straight. And she says, "You're playing Paul Ryan." Paul Ryan was the running mate of Mitt Romney. There's like 4 people I could have played. I played the lowest tier. There's Obama, Mitt Romney, Biden, Paul Ryan. Alright? I feel like, it's not giving the colored kid too much power. You know what I'm saying? But Paul Ryan somehow was not the last Paul I played growing up. I played a Paul Revere in like a school wax history museum thing, where like, we all just dressed up as famous historical characters so that like local people at the town could learn about them and like families could come in and stuff. And I remember a white mom walked in with her husband, and she was going around admiring everyone's costume and like their little speech that they had written on their like chest. She was like, "Honey, look, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln." Then she comes over to me, and she's like, "Honey, look, it's Gandhi." It says Paul Ryan right here. I mean, Paul Revere, my bad. Yeah, it says Paul Revere right here. But it's alright, getting called Gandhi is not too bad when usually people just called you Curry Muncher back then. And honestly, the pain is gone now. I just mainly am confused about that term existing at all. Because like, if you think about it, one, curry is a very soupy substance. You can't munch on that, but you slurp on it, right? So if they call it a curry slurper, that would have made more sense. And another thing, curry's not a thing in India. Like, it's just a generic term white people gave to Indian food. So like, if you went up to a kid in India and said, "Hey man, do you like curry?" But yeah, I think he's the greatest shooter in the NBA. What else we got here? Yeah, recently I went to a Harry Styles concert, and that was pretty fun. I know, you probably wouldn't think that we're looking at it, but I went to one, it was fun. It was really weird though, because I was standing there enjoying the music, and then the second he comes out, the 2 girls next to me start crying and like screaming and like throwing up, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, oh my god, it's Harry Styles! Oh my god! Like, I thought we knew this buying tickets, you know? Like, his name's here, and it says it on my phone. Ticketmaster should have sent you Harry Styles' opening, or doing the show. And like, I always wonder, like, why did they do that? Why did they react to Harry Styles? And then a girl told me, "Oh, it's because he's hot." And I'm like, "Oh, thank God I'm not hot." Ooh. Oh my God, the amount of therapy I'd need if every time I walked outside and a girl started crying and screaming. Like at first I was like, "Oh, that's very strange," to, "Oh, I really need help. This is not good." But anyway, I go back to my apartment later that night and I told my friends, "Yo, I just went to a Harry Styles concert." And then my roommate says, "Harry Styles, aren't his concerts dead as fuck?" And I'm like, I usually just let that shit slide. But then I knew that his favorite rapper was Travis Scott. And if I'm not mistaken, Travis Scott had the most dead concert of all time. Thank you guys, you've been great. Hey, I've been ARITRO.
Thanks, ARITRO. Alright, so we got a pretty fun little bit for you guys right now. If you've ever watched Weekend Update during the holidays on SNL, they do a segment called Joke Swap, where Michael Che writes a joke for Colin, and Colin writes a joke for Michael Che. So tonight we actually had Jason write us jokes that we've never seen until right now. I swear to God, he just texted us the jokes. So here we go. Hey. I listen to a lot of rap. One thing I've noticed is that there's a lot of Lil rappers right now. Lil Kim, Lil Jon, Lil Xan, Lil Pump, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty. So many little people. But back then they used to all be big. Big Boy, Big Daddy Kane, the Notorious Big. What's the next hype rap name? Mid? Can you imagine? Like Mid Sean? I mean, I can. Big Sean is way too mid to be considered big.
This one's way worse. Alright, Andrew Tate was arrested recently. Let's hear it for Andrew Tate getting arrested. Yeah, the way he treated women as if they were lesser is absolutely not okay. They're just people like everyone else, unless I'm trying to fuck them. Then they're just objects.
Yeesh. So recently, a father and son went camping,
and accidentally burned down most of a forest in California. Reports say all it took was 1 can of gasoline, which is crazy impressive to me. It took me and my dad 8 cans of gas to burn down that orphanage last year. Hell yeah, right? You know?
I got back on Tinder recently, and I've started, pursuing the poontang. I realized none of these hoes reach the high standards I have for women. The standards I myself meet by being unemployed, cracked out, and barely coherent.
I could. Just kidding. I started following Oxford Dictionary on Twitter. I'm actually verified. Follow me, Matthew Feresten. And I found out that Goblin Mode was the 2022 word of the year. I sure hope Furburger is the word of the year next year, so I can finally use both of them in a sentence. Like, that Furburger went Goblin Mode on me. And since there's not a huge overlap between SCAD students and people who have seen a pussy, a Furburger is a hairy vagina.
Alright, well, I really appreciate everyone coming out here and supporting my film, because it's always been my dream to be a film director, when I grow up. Emphasis on when, since it obviously hasn't happened yet. I love films that evoke feelings in people, which is why my favorite films are things like By Curious George, The Anal Girls of Tobacco Road, and Big Hairy Gustavo Waxes Gag. All these are real films you can find on Pornhub that I remember watching with my family during the holidays. And that's the end of the segment.
Hell yeah. Alright guys, give a nice round of applause for Patrick O'Malley. Woo! Yeah.
Hey, keep it going for them. Oh, come on now. That was crazy. I like the ARITRO's accent. It's pretty good, the British accent. I got a better one. Day in the life of a true Brexit geezer. Wake up and meet the wife Susan. My little princess, isn't she beautiful? I forgot the rest of the meme. Alright. So I've been traveling a lot recently. I recently was in Jacksonville, Florida, and I was at this bar playing pool with this old guy who's trying to act all young and hip. And I could tell because all his friends would call him Scott, but he introduced himself to me as Scotty P. And then he just tries giving me advice on how to hit on women. He's like, this is all you gotta do, bud. You walk up to any girl's bar, you just ask them if they know Rachel. Boom, you're in. Every girl knows a Rachel. I'm like, Scotty P, I don't think that will ever work. Right? There's 2 outcomes there. I walk up, I'm like, hey, do you know Rachel? And she just goes, no. Would I do that and be like, whoa, that's crazy, we have so much in common. I don't know Rachel either. I was lying. To fuck you. But what I'm really scared of is I walk up there, I'm like, hey, do you know Rachel? And she just goes, yes, where is she? We've been looking for her for 3 days. Right now I'm a suspect all of a sudden. Doesn't help that I have this mustache. Like the other day, someone told me I look like a pedophile Luigi. I was like, at that point, you could just call me Waluigi. Right? Any man over 6 foot with a thin mustache whose catchphrase is wham! Dude, he's up to no good. I'm not a big fan of astrology, so I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and start dating Trump supporters. I've never seen Trump 2024 and Pisces in the same Tinder bio. Pretty risky saying I don't fuck with astrology in the SCAD territory. You kind of cringed up a little bit. What's your sign? Cancer. A Cancer? That's crazy. You know who else was a Cancer? George Bush. So either you're about to invade Iraq or astrology's bullshit, dude. That's just all I'm saying. Was anyone here ever in Boy Scouts? Woo! You were? Did your Scoutmaster also fuck your mom and now he's your stepdad? No woos on that one? Alright, cool. Yeah, it made it pretty hard to take the family life merit badge seriously after that. You know, because the Boy Scouts have this saying, it's called leave no trace. That's like a big phrase in Boy Scouts, leave no trace. Not leave a lasting impact on a young boy's relationship with his mother. Because the whole time I was like, man, I thought that the Scoutmasters were supposed to sleep with the kids. Yeah. I mean, I was never molested or anything, but I still feel like I got fucked. I don't know, my stepdad's kind of annoying. I have a bunch of tattoos and my mom hates it. And so when I was home for Christmas, he was like, hey man, you gotta slow down or at least be careful because you're gonna end up getting something you regret. My son Chris, he got a tattoo in high school. About a year later, he was trying to like cut it off his body. I was like, yeah, well, Chris is schizophrenic, so I think we should take everything he's doing with a grain of salt. Yeah, he's pretty annoying. I also find company slogans pretty annoying. There's a lot of annoying company slogans out there. You guys know Smuckers? There's people making jelly. Their slogan is, with a name like Smuckers, it has to be delicious. I don't think so. What is a Smucker? One who smucks? I'm sorry I don't hear muck and think, yummy. You know? And then there's Airbnb. Their slogan is belong elsewhere. That just sounds like something my grandma said last Thanksgiving. To try and justify why she's not racist. Okay? But I think the worst company slogan of all time is Capital One. What's in your wallet? Nothing, okay? That's why I have to watch these Hulu ads. Quit reminding me about my credit score. I'm just trying to watch Bob's Burgers. I always felt like I looked like Bob's Burgers. Yeah, if he had like a cocaine problem in his 20s. And side note, I thought it would be way sicker to have a 420 credit score. It's not. Just gonna be renting for a while. But I think the thing I find like most annoying is whenever someone's asking me for a favor, and instead of just asking me if I will do them a favor, they ask if I want to do them a favor. No, I don't. Alright, like the other day I was having dinner with my stepdad, and he said, hey, do you want to pass me the pepper? I said, no. Right? Like, I will pass you the pepper. I want my family to get back together. Slug fest. I say slug, you say fest. Slug, fest, slug, fest, slug, fest. What's your favorite type of porn? Nah? Just close the browser? I'm not your dad walking in on you, dude. You can open up. Listen, I can like touch you right now. You can talk to me, dude. Come on. What's your favorite type of porn?
I'm not answering.
Bunch of pussies instead. God damn. What's your favorite type of porn? Again? 0 for 3? 0 for 3? It's not. It's pretty straightforward, bud. It's pretty straightforward.
Who doesn't love a good milk?
Who doesn't love a good milk? That's all you had to say. That's all I had to say. I appreciate good milk. You got some class. What's your favorite type of porn?
Me?
The one I pointed at, yes.
Yeah, lesbian.
Lesbian?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't know. Lesbian's kind of gay, dude. I need some dicks in my porn, bro. Like, come on now, dude. I'm way too straight. I need dick in my porn, bro. But no, my favorite type of porn is real estate agent porn. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever there's that agent, she's like, you gonna buy this house? And the dude's like, in this economy. And then she fucks him. And he buys a house. And I just think it's got to be the worst post-nut clarity ever. Right? You just come to with a $600,000 mortgage and gonorrhea. Like, nah, the real reason why I love the real estate agent porn is because I'm turned on by the idea of, you know, one day being able to own a house. I was with a girl last weekend. She asked me what my fantasy was. I said, oh baby, a 3-bed, 2-bath. Slugfest. Oh boy. What are you laughing at, motherfucker? I'm from a really I'll do something. I went to just graduated from Georgia Tech, which the only other person I went to Georgia Tech is clapping back there. All you guys are like, fuck you, dude. Like, you're actually gonna get a job, you piece of shit. It's like, yeah, dude, I know numbers. No more than just aspect ratios, okay? I know what a mole is. It's not a little rodent thing. It's chemistry stuff. That I don't really know what it is, honestly. But no, I just graduated from Georgia Tech, but it's a good school, but it always I'd always get caught off guard by the southern accents. Sometimes in a STEM class, I'd be like, hey man, how do I do problem 2?
Oh hell, that's easy, brother. All you gotta do is set a volt second balance outside the inductor, switch over to frequency domain, do Fourier analysis, you'll find a transient response. Shit. That's easier than catching tuna out of a can of Starkist. And I'm like, I know you're right, but that just sounds so wrong. I'd just be like taking relationship advice from a dude with a really thick New Jersey accent. I can't do the Jersey accent, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just wild. Like, I had a class with this Republican who just started a job designing solar panels, and he doesn't believe in global warming. It's like, for a conservative, you're pretty liberal with the irony. Like, yeah, I really don't know how I even got into a school like that, because I'm from a really small, like, shit town in rural Pennsylvania. My town's so small that when my grandfather went there, like back in his day when he was in high school, he dunked during basketball practice, and it made the newspaper. Think how many kids dunked in Atlanta today, and it didn't even make their Snapchat story. Okay, and so yeah, my town lacked originality. The local paint store, the name of it was just Colors. That was it. I think they were very bland, so our town was mostly one color. It's pretty much all white kids in my high school besides 2 black kids and one, this is really fucked up, his name is Jeff. This is fucked up, but his nickname was Black Jeff. And here's what's even more fucked up is there wasn't a white Jeff. He could have just been Jeff. Here's what's even more fucked up is if I didn't refer to him as Black Jeff, no one knew who I was talking about. So yeah, very small town, but it was fun. I worked at the pizza shop in town. It was pretty close to my place, so I'd just go home during breaks, take a bunch of dabs, and then come back and hide in the walk-in fridge, eat all the cannolis. It was sick. We never sold cannolis, and the inventory was usually 0. They're just like, where the fuck is cannolis go? It's like, I'm high, motherfucker. That's where they're going. But I made the mistake of telling like a delivery driver that I smoked. And I was like, I just told him I smoked, and he said to me, he's like, oh, dude, yeah, that's it, bro. You smoked, like, you fuck with heroin too? I'm like, I think you missed a few steps. Like, you imagine, like, starting a new job, you meet your coworker, you tell them that you like mountain biking, and they're just like, yo, you like mountain biking? That's sick. Do you also like fucking heroin? Like, a little discretion, bud. I told them no, I'm 15, you know? And I saw the weirdest thing I've like ever seen in my life at that pizza shop. It's a visual joke. Can you help me out, bud? All right, hold this up. Yeah, grab it. SCAD student, hand-eye coordination. All right, so hold this up for everybody in the back. We're just gonna pretend this is a pizza. He's gonna be me working the front desk. I'm gonna be the customer. All you have to do is when I put the mic in your face, just say, here's your pizza, sir. So the customer walks in. Here's your pizza, sir. No one heard that. Here's your pizza, sir. How much is it? I don't know. You don't know? Don't you work here? I don't know. You don't know? What are you getting fucking high on your breaks? How much is this pizza? I don't know. Can you go get your manager, please? I don't know. How do you even know this is my pizza? I don't know. Son, what day of the week is it? I don't know. Alright, I'm not gonna fuck you this time. But so, keep that up. But so he walks in, he grabs the pizza, and he just does this. And walks away. Motherfucker controlled R on the pizza. 90 degrees, he's walking out, there's just sauce and cheese dripping everywhere. I'm just waiting for like the hidden cameras to pop out, praying that there's a new season of Impractical Jokers. Like, it was insane. Fuck that guy. Slugfest! Slugfest, dude. Hell yeah. I think American cheese is the most appropriately named cheese. Because it's soft, covered in plastic, and by the time you turn 12, you realize it's not that great. Let's get some energy up, dude. Let's learn about each other. Huh? I want to learn about y'all. What animal do you want to be reincarnated as?
Sloth.
A sloth? Yo, that'd be a great one. Because I don't know if you guys know this, sloths Their digestive system is so slow that the leaves they eat pretty much ferment in their stomach. So they're basically always drunk. I think I'm part sloth, dude. It's pretty fun. What do you want to come back as? Buffalo. A buffalo? Hell yeah, dude. When you get killed, no one's wasted a single part of you, dude. That's some be green, dude. Yeah, I'll fully go back to the earth. What are you coming back as? Cat. A cat? That's pretty sick, dude. You want to come back as a cat, not a dog, right? Because if you come back as a dog and you got like a newborn infant fucking with you, and you bite it, you gotta put down. Okay? You could come back as a cat, fucking scratch that newborn in the face. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, he's feisty, don't. What are you coming back as?
Owl.
An owl? Interesting. I don't think I could ever come back as a bird, man. I'm scared of heights. I don't even like being this tall. And plus, don't birds can like see shit really well, right? I don't think you need to see things that well. So like I was driving on the highway the other day when it was raining. I couldn't see shit, but it kept me alert. You know what I mean? What do you want to come back as?
Giraffe.
A giraffe?
Yeah.
So you can give that neck? You're trying to get throat out, guy? Hell yeah. What do you come back as?
I'm another bird. Let's go parrot.
Another bird?
Yeah.
Damn. You're just following her. You're probably going to come back as a sheep, dude. What are you coming back as?
A lion.
A lion? Come back as a big cat, big old pussy, dude. What are you coming back as?
Panda.
A panda? It's actually pretty sick. What are you coming back as?
Dodo bird.
A dodo bird? So you're coming back as non-existent? That's how you cheat the system, bro. You come back and you're already done. Like, I'm dead, motherfucker. Let me die. What are you coming back as? Wait, you already came back as like a panda. With that hat on.
I was gonna say a cat too, honestly.
What are you wearing? What is that? A wombat
Beanie
cap?
with some ears.
Beanie with ears. Very cool. What are you coming back as?
A monkey.
A monkey?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fun. Just like 80% human. just like a really athletic 4-year-old swing around trees eating fruit. Sounds pretty fun. What are you coming back as? No, the person I pointed at, I pointed right at you. You turned your head. You know I pointed right at you, Miss Dahmer glasses. Come on now. What you coming back as? Spill the beans. A pigeon? Bro, you're getting kicked in the Bronx. You're trying to shit on some statues. That's fine. What you coming? Shit all over Robert E. Lee and Stone Mountain. Why don't you? What are you coming back as?
Penguin.
Motherfucker, I was pointing to you. What do you come back as? A dolphin? Dude, you see, I used to want to come back as a dolphin until I realized that dolphins have more emotions than humans. That sounds terrible. Are you kidding me, dude? More emotions? Like, think of all the bullshit going on in your head right now. Add more and then take away the ability to drown it out with a podcast. Right? Like a new emotion? You can't even fathom that. What are you gonna feel when like you're in Dolphin Kroger and you run into your dolphin ex and she's with another porpoise, right? And he's got a bigger dorsal fin than you, so you just have to shamefully echolocate your way to the liquor aisle? Terrible. What are you coming back as?
Shark.
A shark. Damn, dude. You're all cartilage. Not a single bone in your body, man. What are you coming back as?
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Damn, that's cute as fuck, dude. Kind of spiky though. Damn, I would never invite you to my birthday party, man. You fucking popping balloons. What are you coming back as?
Turtle.
A turtle? Man, I could never come back as a turtle. How can I clap cheeks as a turtle? No dexterity, dude. What are you coming back as?
You already answered.
Oh shit. I should probably come back as an elephant. So I can remember shit, dude. What are you coming back as?
Me?
Yes.
A zebra.
A what?
A zebra.
Oh, a zebra. Dude, you were saying it like a zebra, dude. Like a fucking frat zebra. She's got fat lip in, like, yeah, we on Serengeti, motherfucker. Yeah, how many hoes you bring to the water and hold it? Hold up, wait, who do you know in the Sahara right now? Nah, rip. Yo, name 4 zebra brothers right now. You okay that? On God, Barstool. What are you coming back as? Yeah. A whale. That'd be pretty fine. You know the whale has the biggest heart of any animal? Which means a whale can do the most cocaine of any animal, dude. Let's go. All right, thank you guys very much, actually. I'm gonna leave.
All right, give it up again for Patrick. All right. So we have reached our headliner act. It's my boy, one of the best people I know, one of the most talented people I know, one of the most courageous people I know, Jason Castle.
I've had it with these goons. Tell Patrick, Mo, and Ernesto, get to our usual drop site, 10 a.m. When they arrive, kill them all.
Come on, man. We were supposed to be here at 10 o'clock. I told you not to eat that burrito of death. It's damn near 5 now.
I wouldn't have had to eat the burrito if you didn't blow up the microwave.
How was I supposed to know that? I couldn't thaw a milkshake in the microwave.
This is made of styrofoam. It literally says not to on the cup. What do you got, rocks for brains?
Hey, you dumbass. I'll use your brain as a rock.
Ah, shut the fuck up, motherfucker.
Hey.
Seen the boss or Ernesto anywhere?
No, but I think they wait for us.
I don't know, man. The boss is pretty PO'd after he crashed his whip yesterday.
Oh, shit. I think that's Ernesto right over there.
Hey, man, I think you're right. Man, that Slumdog's drinking on the job again. Let's go check him out.
Let's go. I think he bit the dust.
Yeah, man, what? Maybe the boss smoked him or something?
Wait, what are we supposed to be doing here again?
I think we're supposed to dump the body.
Holy shit! I think this means we're moving up in the ranks.
Let's go! Hey!
Hey, is that a good time? Alright, well, that was really the last joke of the show. Now the show is over. I'm going to do one more thing, but this is just kind of for fun. It turns out, they don't tell you this at SCAD, but essentially, if you email the office of the registrar, you can go down to the basement and you can see comments on what every professor has written about you through your 4 years at SCAD. And I got them all over here. Now, I'm not going to read all of them because there's a solid 20 from game design professors that were like, does well, no reason for concern. I was on coke and all of those classes. Here's a fun one. Drawing 2, inconsistent quality in coursework, bad student. I don't know if you guys know this. I kind of have Parkinson's. It makes sense that I'd be bad at holding a pencil. Drawing straight lines was never in my wheelhouse. Carl. Anthropology. Jason is a bit of a cynic! Exclamation point. Bright student and stifle comments. Aw. Design 2. Can't focus. Does not listen. Seems smart in some ways, but does not focus on projects. I'm glad it seems smart. That's what I'm going for. This one's a little real. This was from Digi130. She said, distracted, working full-time, emotionally and mentally unhealthy, very productive student, despite being detached. I don't know, I signed up for therapy. Here's a fun one. You guys remember Nabila Lester? Yeah. This is what she wrote about me. She actually said something really nice. She said, hardworking and determined. But it was only 2 words, so I don't know. She kind of half-assed that one. I'm just kidding, I love Lester, she's my favorite. Context 122. Participated on occasion. Rarely interested in course content. And inconsistently took notes. Comments in class were distracting for students. I really want to know what I said. Let's see. 356. This is a game design class. This is right before I went to rehab. So this entire evaluation is only based off of 5 weeks of work. So I'm sure if given the other 5, it would have been a downward spiral. But it was a professional attitude, willingness to work, continuously takes lead, and is a role model for other students. And it's an easy thing to do when you feel like God. Here's what Paige Gray said about me, because this one is like really nice lady. This is a great way to put a spin on the fact I was just an asshole. Regularly committed to building a sense of community in the classroom. She's too nice for me, honestly. And then she said, pessimistic naysayer for better and for worse. Jason will create and accomplish great things. Haven't done so yet, we'll see. But the real reason I wanted to do this, there's more. There's more. If you guys want to read all of them, I'll show them to you, because a lot of them are just mostly, actually, surprisingly complimentary. But this is my favorite one, and this is after I got out of rehab, so I was sober for this one, which means I don't have an excuse for why I said what I said. I just have to. I guess I'm just mean. Here was the full, unedited evaluation. Jason told me during our midterm meeting, parentheses, we had to schedule 3 as he missed the first 2. This is an English course, by the way, that's important to remember. That he didn't think books should exist and that we should just have movies. And then that's the first sentence. The last sentence is, struggled a bit. I'm going to say, I didn't read a single book. I didn't read any of those YA novels for any of my English courses at SCAD. I have a 3.6 GPA. I gotta be honest, with the YA novels, if you read a character, it's pretty easy to tell. Like, if a character's name is Malekith, that he's malicious. Like use your fucking brain, right? But no, that one was really funny to read, because I was doing the math on when I took that class. I was like, oh shit, I wasn't on drugs for that, so I just felt bad. Another thing is, I'm a published writer. So I don't know why I'd say that books were out here. I don't know what I'd get from that. Just being an asshole. Alright guys, how you guys feeling? Still good? Alright. Thank you guys for coming out. I've been Jason Castle. Have a good night.
Give it up for Jason! The star of SLUGGISH! Alright guys, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. It means the world to us. Thank you for your donations. We're so glad to have all these people that support us, and we haven't said that enough. I also want to thank Colby, Brian, Jake, and Emily, everyone who let us borrow their chairs all day helping us out. grinding with us, doing the little things that really make a difference. Of course, thank you to Donald, ARITRO, Patrick, and of course, the star of Sluggish, Jason Castle.
Still waiting on a few of our bigger donations of the Indiegogo from people who said they're going to donate, but with what we've raised tonight, I think we're looking at being fully funded. Alright, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out and like believing in it, and you know, like honestly, there were some times Matt and I literally thought of this event like after not sleeping for 2 days, doing the fucking pitch packet. So like, no, yeah, we were just like, what if we did like comedy show? And now we're like here. So hell yeah, fuck yeah. Thank you guys.
So we have like one special surprise. So actually, this Christmas tree, we love Christmas, so we celebrate year round. It stays up all the year. We do have one gift under the tree. So check underneath your seat. If you have a card, one singular playing card underneath your seat, you have won the raffle. Hey, come on up here. Open your present. Come open your present. Oh my God.
Because I wasn't thinking.
Oh man.
Hey, hold for 1 sec. Hold for a second while we fix the equipment. All right, yeah, open that up. Show the world. Here, show the world. Yeah.
No way.
No way. No way.
Not heavy enough.
There's something in there.
Expensive.
Congratulations.
Everyone should celebrate Christmas all year round. You guys set a great example.
Thank you guys, everybody. We're gonna do the raffle after we turn the live stream off. All right. Just in case it's illegal. All right. Thank you, everybody. Woo! 94.
It's going so well.
Thanks, guys. Who? Annabelle.
Oh, you got
That's like one of the cool ones. 266. I swear to God, 62. This is the last one, or else I'm just gonna pick someone.
62. It is
I love that guy.
Emily W.
Dude, hey, I feel great. That was honestly went way better than I thought it was gonna go. It was way smoother than I thought. I was a little nervous just because that was my first time hosting. I thought I did hard. I thought I was good. I actually wasn't nervous when I got up there. I felt good. I loved the jokes that Jason did and that he wrote for us, and also Jason fucking killed it. I knew he would. But this is just like a dream come true. This is like a project, just a project within a project. It's great. Can't emphasize enough how thankful I am to everybody that helped out and who showed up. Jason.
Hi.
Killed it.
Jason, how you feeling, man?
How do you think it went?
I've got a migraine. I think it went pretty well, I hope. I got kind of blacked out.
No, I think it was so good. The people, and we had the perfect mess. Everything worked out logistically, you know?
Everything did work out. This was perfect.
Plants a lot of seeds in case one doesn't grow.